I love this property out here in Alaska, in Chickaloon, Alaska. These are views directly from the property. So I have this listed with Kaylee Bowen here in Alaska on the MLS. But I want to go through this video, talk about what I know in the listing for any customers coming into Wilco Land. What we do is we buy and sell raw vacant land. That's our specialty. That's our focus, trying to focus on these unique and kind of special properties in really cool areas. Again, my name is Miles McLaughlin, one of the owners here. I'm going to share what I know about the property in this video, some opinions on it, how to go view it, and answer some of those common questions that I get from folks. I do want to start the video saying, hey, this isn't real estate advice. This isn't legal advice. I'm simply sharing my opinions and thoughts on the properties from my experience. As a buyer, it's your responsibility to conduct your own due diligence and feasibility and verify the information that you're looking for to make sure the property is the right fit for you. So getting started here, we're looking, this is views off the property here. This is looking at King Mountain. And so this is King Mountain. This is street views. This is the location of the property. Like, this is a badass property. It's got a great building site. You can see right here in the videos. You can see the views right here. And then this is King Mountain off to the side, just smack dab in your face. You could clear some more trees and get better views even. I'll show you how this property is perched up with a great building site. Power's right here. Power's actually run to the property. The previous owner ran power to the lot. They also installed what appears to be a driveway and a building site. And I'll show you all this on Google Earth here in a second. This is some satellite imagery. Again, we bought this at the dead of winter. It's still the tail end of it. But I do have some good imagery that I pulled from the internet of Kings Mountain here. And I'll show you street views too. You can get on street views and check out this area. So let's just dive right into this property. So we're right here in Alaska. I have the coordinates pulled up on a map. So if you're going to locate something like this, you're going to want to use GPS coordinates. We're just northeast of Anchorage here in Wasilla. We're right across the street from Kings Mountain Recreational Area. Here's Chickaloon, and here's Fish Lake Road, which is actually an old collector's road, right? There's a little bit of history on that road. So it's kind of a well-known road. This says 30 Mile Lake, but I'm pretty sure this is Ida Lake. People refer to this lake as Ida Lake. So again, I'm pulling up the coordinates, giving you a bird's eye view where we're at. You can see some imagery here, Fish View Point. If you're unfamiliar with the area and you're looking for a land investment, there's a lot of good information online that you can see. Look at that. This is awesome. Fishing up here and hunting. This is a really, really a cool location. This is out your front yard, your backyard, I guess, whatever you want to call it. Look at this run. So it's cool. I can kind of go through some tips and tricks to how to understand this area that you'd be buying in. If you do want to buy something sight unseen in Alaska, take a peek at this. This is down the road from the property. This is what you're looking at. This is where you're living. This is where you're setting up shop, right? There's an airport right here for those. A lot of bush pilots in Alaska. This is how close you are to the property. We talked about the property being right off Fish Lake Road right here. So let me jump into a little bit more information. Like I said, I can pull it up here on Google Earth to show you what we're looking at, okay? And so starting here, I have the link to view this on our website in the listing. But the previous owner put some sort of driveway in up here. And then you can see this building site, right? You can see this was all cleared up top here for a building site. Like I said, I had a realtor go and check this out, and I now have it listed with her. But we love the property. This is an awesome lot. We love this lot here at Wilco. This says maybe 0.16 acres of just kind of that cleared out area that guy built. That's kind of the measurements. I guess I could go square footage too, just to give folks an idea of the square footage maybe. I'm just kind of trying to capture the space that person left. You can kind of see it from satellite imagery, right? That cleared out area. 0.17 acres, how much square footage is that? About 7,500. If you're looking to build some sort of cabin in Alaska, this guy's got something going on up here. You got a neighbor, but check this out. There's actually street views available for this property. Okay. So this is out. These are the views from the lot, I would assume. We don't have views directly from the lot, but this is street views right outside your driveway. That's what you're waking up to. And I can continue to kind of go beyond here. And if I look up here, this is the property. It's really not too bad of topography. I can look down this street. So I just want to give you guys the tools to maybe do a little bit of homework on your own, being off site. We can kind of see the topography. It sits up here with amazing views. You're overlooking Ida Lake as well, right? And so let's go back down a little bit further on Fish Lake Road, and let's just see what things look like from the entrance here. Okay, this is driving into Fish Lake Road. There's power. Now we're kind of tucked in down here. Not the greatest views, but what this does is it gives you an idea of kind of what your views are going to look like from way up here. We can see all that, like we can see just these are big peaks. This is a really cool land investment. So again, I don't want to underemphasize, like I said, there's this big flat area where a driveway's at. I do want to touch on that here in a second. So, this is also a good area for a driveway, or down here, anywhere along, I think it's Gronenwald is what the street name is. It's not showing up right now, but it starts with a G. And so we had spoken to the borough. They prefer, they really want to see a driveway come in off here, unless it's impossible, right? I have no clue what the previous, this exists, right? We bought this property as is. It was sold to us this way. And so that was put in, like, I would assume, like, with the, with that driveway existing, you have some sort of leverage. But we had talked to the borough, and they're saying, hey, we really don't want a driveway off of Fish Lake Road. Why? It's a collector's road. This is kind of like a famous road, kind of a special road up in this area. And so, their preference, the boroughs, is to not have that driveway off there. I don't know. It's going to take a local person. It's going to take somebody to do more due diligence, to apply for the permits, to actually get building going and driveways going. If that driveway exists there, I think you have a good argument. That's just my opinion. Is it a grandfathered in driveway as an existing structure whatever the data was put in was, right? Like that, you have an argument there. I can't guarantee that they're going to allow you to finish and complete this driveway coming off here. If not, you're just putting in a driveway from the south side here up to this building site. Like I said, I really think this building site, where it's roughed in, like I said, could you access it this way right now? Yeah, somebody put a driveway in that exists physically. But the county's going to want to see the permits coming in from down here. I do think you have a strong argument to try to get some sort of access on the existing driveway on Fish Lake Road. So I do want to touch on that just so people are aware of that. But overall, there's power ran to this property. I think there's even a meter on it. You got to go confirm that yourself. But if I remember right from my conversation with our realtor, it was a huge deal. Hey, we got power on the property. Again, make sure to verify that. But and I'll double check for those if you are serious about buying when we have that final conversation. So again, I don't have a lot more to share on the property. I think we've touched on the location enough. They do have more photos and whatnot. That's where we got that one on Google Earth. So again, this property is going to offer somebody a lot to like in Alaska. If you are looking for an Alaska investment, that's really straightforward and a really solid location. So get with us if you have questions. I do have other land deals in Alaska, Montana, Idaho, South Dakota, some of those states like that. So again, Miles at Wilco Land. Give us a call if you have questions, 605-299-5553. Thanks for tuning in.